The rand is not reacting well to President Cyril Ramaphosa's comments on the Reserve Bank. It's currently trading at around 14.50 to the dollar. He says the bank must be owned by the people of South Africa. Ramaphosa was responding to the DA's Mmusi Maimane, who asked him to clarify government's position on the nationalization of the bank.
The issue of the Reserve Bank, the governing party has taken a very clear resolution. A clear resolution that says the Reserve Bank of our country should be owned by the people of South Africa. That is an important consideration. Now, what do we have? We have a situation where we've got external shareholders who live in various countries in the world and so forth. Now, so that you must never think that the ANC is smoking something. This has been done by a number of countries in the world. There are some 6 countries only in the world that are still having external shareholding in their central banks. South Africa is one of them. The United Kingdom used to have external shareholders in the 40s. They realized that in order to advance a whole number of things, including their economy, that actually the central bank should be wholly owned by the people of the United Kingdom. They went ahead and bought out the external shareholders. They bought them out in the 40s or so, and today the Bank of England is wholly owned by the state of the United Kingdom. Now, the same thing obtains in a number of countries. Now, I don't want you to deceive South Africans and think that this ANC wants to go ahead with a mad program. This is the done thing around the world. This is the done thing. Now, what does that give us? What that will give us, it will give us sovereignty. It will confirm our sovereignty. The central bank, is one of those most important institutions in the life of any country. And that is what the ANC resolved should be done. Now, obviously, we've got to go through processes. We've got that decision is there and it's got to be implemented. And we are going to go through a process of seeing how best that decision is implemented. And that is the position. There is no hidden agenda. There is no manga business. There is just nothing. That is precisely what the ANC is trying to do.
But economist Jannie Rossouw has warned the president's statement could have negative impact on his bid to restore investor confidence. I spoke to him earlier.
South Africa is unfortunately very good at scoring own goals. There's a lot of sensitivity around the Reserve Bank. The Reserve Bank is one of the institutions that had not been captured through the state capture project of President Zuma. And the monetary policy operational independence of the Reserve Bank is very important in keeping inflation under control. So the interpretation of the statement of Mr. Ramaphosa is that the government will try and get control of monetary policy, will try and force an easy money policy that will lead to higher inflation in the country. But Mr. Ramaphosa is right in saying that the Reserve Bank is an outlier with private shareholders. However, the true intentions of the ANC in nationalizing the Reserve Bank has never been explained. And a throwaway sentence in Parliament by President Ramaphosa to say it must be owned by the people really means nothing. So the true intentions of the nationalization must be understood, must be conveyed clearly.
Yeah. So what are the implications of a statement like this when it comes to ratings agencies and the ratings, the credit ratings that they actually have for South Africa going forward?
A statement like this is all over negative. And this clearly stands in the light of a general election on May the 8th. So it's an unfortunate statement at this point in time where we are trying to restore investor confidence in the country. We'll have to see how this plays out. It will, of course, lead to a very big debate around the valuation of the shares of the Reserve Bank, which will probably lead to a number of court cases. So it will lead to a out process that will not be in South Africa's interest at this point in time.